Hi everybody and happy Easter. Yes, I'm still living. Yes, I've been to the hospital a few more times. Um, and maybe we've got something worked out finally for all my medications. Um, they keep wanting to give me those ones that, tell you that it might help you, but it may cause this horrible problem, that horrible problem, and this, you know. So I don't need any extra horrible problems since I'm never going to be off oxygen for the rest of my life. They cannot understand why I keep asking why for the last 25 years when I kept going in for the hospital for my heart, why didn't they try, my doctors or the ER doctors, anybody, try actually finding the source cause of my heart problems? I mean, we're talking, this is actually over 25 years ago. So, some things I have been able to figure out on my own. Like, number one, I came from sea level, from Sacramento, California. Sea level about 200 feet off the ground, or off the sea, to well over 4,000. So, less air, harder to breathe, or less oxygen, harder to breathe. Anyway, thinner oxygen. And which I think is what contributed to a lot of the heart issues, but somehow these doctors couldn't put this together, and yet they deal with people that need hyperbaric chambers, the whole kit. I can't tell you. Okay, I just can't. I mean, I was in my mid-30s when I got here, and here I am, 65, and fighting to stay alive, but I am. And so, no, they are not allowed to give me any medications, and they keep ordering these medications, okay, to my pharmacy. So my pharmacy is under strict orders. Do not fill a single prescription unless I okay it, or my husband calls to okay it for me. So that means I get my free normals, and now I have a new normal, which is my nebulizer treatments. I'm trying to do this as quick as possible, so I'm trying not to forget things. So now I'm doing the nebulizer morning and night. We upped my hydrochlorothiazide because my water retention has been a stickler. And that's what put me in the hospital, was because I wanted to try dropping the hydro. So I did. I had my doctor go ahead and drop the hydro prior to me going and being admitted to the hospital early March, a month ago. And that's what contributed to the immense fluid buildup on my lungs, that it wasn't in my lungs, but it was compressing against my lungs and heart, and that's what took me down and almost killed me. So, yeah, you're not supposed to stay killed, or, those kinds of things. I don't care. I'm not monetized. I don't give a crap. I will never be monetized. I will never see that 1,000 before I die, so I'm all over that. It's done. Instead, what I want to try to focus on is still living. Working at my breathing treatments and all that, my breathing exercises. And so this leads into the fact that I'm going to be working with powders today. And anything I work with that can float in the air, whether it's fumes or powders or micas or glitters, things like that, this is going on my face. It will not ever be off my face when I'm working with this stuff. And this is my second video since all this been going on, because I did the St. Patrick's, I think. I know it's been a while, and they're going to all be few and far between because I have to focus on living nowadays. And so if you can still understand me, this is how I will be sounding for the next, I don't know, while I'm doing my craft. And since it is Easter, yes, it's an Easter craft. So, let's get set up and I'll be right back. Oh, one other thing. It's been a lot of floaters in my left eye. I mean, lots of floaters. And so with the oxygen, I found that that's getting slightly better. So I don't have as many floaters. And there are periods of time when I can see well enough to see numbers on things. But I cannot if it's clear. I mean, you know how most of our cups, our clear cups are, is they don't have, you know, the colored markings on them. And so that makes it kind of difficult. And so, yes, I have to work that way. Anyway, this is a clear time. I'm going to get this done. Back in a second. All right, here we are. We are set up to go. This is one of those votive candle molds. I was not wanting to do powders in this because it is a shiny mold, but powders is what I'm going to work with because I don't trust myself with liquid, and it's not just because of the eyesight that I get the shakes now because of the albuterol, ipradupibremum stuff that they have me inhaling. And hold on a second, I breathe in my own hair. I hate that. Ugh. I do not like my own hair. Oh, and on the plus side, I have been smoke-free since March 7th. And my husband is trying to help by, he's thinking on quitting, but, you know, that's how it is, right? So before I get all the way into this, I got to make sure I'm not going to cut off my oxygen supply. And then I have my oxygen in here with me. Now my husband's going to help me. Ah, okay. Can't catch the tube. Okay. So anyway, I put it on so I don't forget to put it on. Because, you know, beforehand I wasn't doing that. Anyways, this is the ground. That's the tea light holder. And then these are the buildings. And on this one there is a rabbit on a bicycle, a tree with apples, I think, and another bicycle. I'm going to do everything because it just makes better sense. That way I have it when I need it. As a bonus, I'm going to make something else to put on another one of these. This came from, let's see, McDonald's Happy Meal. They usually have a date or year, 2016. This is when the Trolls movie came out. And so I have a troll here. A troll head, anyway. And then there's a little coloring book or whatever type of thing in here. And then there's this little, I don't know, pencil. It doesn't look like it's a colored pencil, but it's a pencil. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a base and then put the head on it. Simple enough, easy to do. Look. Okay. So, I'm sorry, this is sliding down my face right now. And let's get some water over here now. Got some waters. My little scooper. I'm going to need this cup with some in it. Is there a scooper in there? Oh, okay, that has that one. I know there's, yes, 2 scoops right there. Oh, wait, just need, throw them both in there. Oh. Don't feel for it, you know, the halfway. Because I gotta scoop from there too. The cups. Okie dokies. And yes, it's not been easy not smoking because there are so many things I did in my life that always had smoking with it. You know, eating, sleeping, well, breathing. Breathing was good. And at one point, the smoking actually did me a favor. It kept me alive from the fire. Alright, so, we have, yes, you can see that, okay. So, cups, I don't think I needed that much, but turn this on. This is already going to be tared out, so we're at 0 grams right now.
Whoops. Depth perception sucks. Let's see, it's 30 grams or 35 grams for every 100 grams. So I'm trying to calculate downwards. 1/3 of 100 is 33 and a third. Alright, so good enough. I say that, and of course I push the issue, right? Good. 34 in this one. We're going to do another 34 in this one. And I'm doing it this way because I do not know how much each one of these is going to take. And I'm going to do the first set with you. After that, I'm going to do the rest of it off camera. Or I'll speed it up. Because we know how boring that kind of stuff is, right? Gosh darn it. Oh, look at that. Very good. Okay, I'm going to stop it there for now. And water. That was a lot. Alright, we're going to focus on these houses. And these houses. And I need some screwing sticky stuff. Oh, this is an awesome one. Look at that. It's all curled up and bent. Just to do its thing, right? It is getting mighty, mighty warm in here. No, I do not have to weigh this. Well, I do. So I'll shut up and do it. Should be 10 grams, right? So 44. So about 44 over there. We're going to go there and stop for right now. Because I really kind of screwed up. This is supposed to, I'll just use this for the rabbit. Alright, still got to add more water. I don't know why that should have done it. Yep, that did it. So that went to how much? 49. So that's 15 grams. Oops. 3 bars. Okay, I'm going to focus on the rabbit. Because the rabbit, of course, is white. Although not all Easter rabbits are white. Alright, let's pour a house or two now. Is that done? Can't really tell. Well, you can tell I can't drive. Well, apparently we are doomed. Alright, let's get that scraped out real fast. Alright, there's that with that. Now I gotta do some colored ones. So, you know what, I think what I'm gonna do, Let's get the powder in there that I want to put in. I'm not sure if you guys can see any of this part, but I'll do what I can to help you. One, two, and let's go with the three. All right. Now, the rule of thumb is when you're adding colorants to your casting powders, you add dry ingredients such as the mica to your powder. You add liquid ingredients to your water. Now, I've added 2 extra grams, I thought I saw. Yeah, 2 extra grams of powder. So you got to compensate for the extra dry stuff with extra water or extra liquid. And the micas will thicken this fast. Ooh, chocolate. Doesn't that look like chocolate? A really white milk chocolate. I want chocolate. We all knew that was going to go there, right? Chocolate. Marcy sees chocolate. Can't leave it alone. But that's why there's really no chocolate in my house anymore. Because with all the other medications that they gave me at the hospital, they took my blood sugar level all the way to hell and gone up. So I have to really watch everything I take into consideration when I eat. I think that's it. It needs a little bit more. Let's go this way. What? This one? I'll just knock out those pieces later. Alright, now that we've used that for a color, let's get rid of it. And boom. Now before I go ahead and put you on pause while I finish this up, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the base and with the tea light holder. Look at that. I want some festivity looking stuff. You know, grass color. I'm going to close that one up. We'll bring out the fine stuff. Now I'm going to have my husband stand up, shake this back and forth over the trash until it's fully coated on the bottom there. Try to get all the big ones moved around too. If you must, use a stick. Gently though, don't scratch the over. Over the garbage. Sorry, it's got to be over the garbage. I don't want the glitter everywhere. It's been kind of nice, you know, not crafting. Not crafting isn't nice, but the cleanup has been nice. Because I haven't had to clean up. Tap it out. Turn it over and tap it out. Turn it upside down and tap it out. Once you get it all spread is what you're going to do. Okay. Ta-da. Now this is when we're going to need extra powder. Oh crap, I forgot this. He's going to have to do the same thing with this too. Crud. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter how long you go in between your crafts. You're going to screw up the same way you always have. Ooh, all powdery. Same thing over there. So now that you see what I'm doing, all I'm going to be doing now is finishing up the other houses and stuff and the colors, and kind of going to go from there. And I'll be back. All right. See you soon. Okay, I thought I'd bring you back with this one. We're just going to dirty pour this one. Because we've got a bicycle here. Yes, I've been making a mess. And we're going to pour a little bit here, a little bit into this, a little into here, a little bit more into here, and we got this big one here. And this is going to seem strange, but what the heck. Boy, that just ate up that orange like crazy, didn't it? So I guess we just finish here. There we go. Wow, did I overfill that tree? I just stripped that on my leg. Try not to get it on the brain. I'm still dropping stuff on my leg. All right, now, let's see. Okay. Now these two cups I'll get rid of. Along that. Because I don't want the orange now. Didn't get a whole lot of the orange to stay. But, it's doable. Okay, now what we're going to do is finish up. These houses, finish filling this. I have 2 colors to go. I also need to remember where things are because seeing white on white doesn't work for me. Whoops. Boy, have I got a mess to clean up. And I did everything I was supposed to. Okay, let's see where we're at with this. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just finish it up with this color. Now, the more mica powder you put in here, the thicker it's going to get, so you really do have to add a lot more water. And maybe one day I'll be able to see what I'm doing here enough to put lids back on jars. Okay, so we're going to add the water like this. Put that back on fully, so I'm not too stupid about it. Now, if you think it's thin, it probably is, but it starts thickening while you're stirring. And most of your powder is still sitting at the bottom. So, make sure it's mixed thoroughly before you add more powder or more water. And the powders do tend to sit and soak down to the bottom the moment you stop stirring. La, la, la. So that is a little thin for what I need. So just a little bit of powder at a time. Worked on. My face is sweating like crazy in here. And it's really hard to remember to breathe through my nose so that I get my oxygen. Okay, a little bit more powder and we're done. Except for the pouring. There we go. It's starting to get a little too thick now. But we'll go with it. Lots better. Okay. We're going to go ahead and finish off this one. And that one's a church. I can't tell what's what here. Whoops, oh well. This is going to be filled in. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a lot of finishing work. I'm just going to use up what's here. That one's going to need more. Whoops. Oh well. Well, I guess that's that. Oh, except for this one. See, it's a good thing my husband's here because I can't see the ones that are missing a lot of stuff. Well, to heck with, getting a stick. Let's just... Yes, finger painting. With gummy, gooky stuff. The yuck guck. When you have worked with clay, throwing clay for part of your life, you do not worry about the yucky stuff. Believe me. Okay, that looks, about right, So I'm done with the pouring. We just gotta wait for the curing, and I'll bring it back then. Oh God, I hope I hit this button right.
Okay, so I'm back. I was waiting for my husband to come in and give me a hand, of course, but he disappeared on me, and I just looked outside, and well, he's out there playing on his phone or typing or whatever. He's on his phone. So we're just going to finish this up together, you and I, you guys and I, and not worry about what he's doing anymore. Anyway, let's get this little tea light out and see how it fared, because I dumped so much crap into the thing. So let's see if it made it to having anything sparkly still. Could I please get a baggie since you just finally came in? I need a baggie to put these molds in. Because I don't care about, cleaning them anymore. Because that'll be somebody else's job when I'm gone. And it looks like that glitter did really well. Oh, I like it. So, of course, I can't put a real candle in here. So I'm not going to worry about sealing it. Because, well, we all know that I can't, with oxygen, have open flame. I will go kapoosh. So, let's see. Can y'all see that glittering in there? Oh, that's a pretty glitter. Could have been done for St. Patrick's Day, too. Well, if I survive to another St. Patrick's Day, we'll see. And I know there's some of you that's going to be upset because I talk about death and dying. But, it's the circle of life. Right? And if we don't fear it, what's that song? Don't fear the reaper. See, for decades, hundreds of thousands of years, no, tens of thousands of years, people never worried about it. It happened, it happened. Anyway, so we enjoy things while we're living. Do what we can while we're living. Just have, fun. This world's got it all backwards. We're supposed to work, what, I'd say at least 2/7 of rest, 5/7 of plain slavery for our countries to give money to other countries so that we don't have anything at all left because we can't afford our own homes anymore. That kind of thing. We used to have all that with one job, one breadwinner. Ooh, I like that. What do you guys think? Oops, I'm sorry. I have this on a little rolling table and it shakes the camera, and I'm really sorry about that. Okay, so we have that together. Now the hard ones. We're going to have to unmold. And yes, I do say unmold because that's what it is. Demold became a word only, I guess, when this kind of thing started happening. YouTube. So they couldn't think of the word unmold, so they used demold instead. Oh, look at that. Green stuck to the white. Tisky, tisky, tiskies. A tisket, a tasket, a green and yellow basket. See, perfect for, the rabbit season. Duck season. Rabbit season. Duck season. I gotta knock out a window there. We all wanted to do that as kids, didn't we? So, I'll put that aside for a moment. I will knock out that window later. Some of this I managed to get free and clear while it was still curing. It's dry, but it's not cured. That'll take a couple, 3 days, a week. I usually give it a week. Now, I did have some white that dropped in there, and that actually didn't turn out too bad. Do-do-dum, do-do. Now, this is going to be the hard one, because I did, unfortunately, way overfill that cross at the top there. So, definitely got to pick that out of there real fast. The longer you let these casting powders sit and cure, the harder it is to get things like that out. And you end up breaking your product, and that's what I'm trying not to do here. I also know some of you will complain about me trying to correct words and all of that, but you see, I had a lot of pride when I was going to school, and English was my absolute favorite subject. And proper sentence structure, paragraphing, etc. Using the proper word for the proper meaning to convey. Like, it is not, if you are saying you are, it is not your, it is your. That is how you say it. It is your, you are. Your is possessive. As in, that's your bicycle. And you were going to ride it. So, no, I was never a teacher. Could I stand my teachers? Not all the time, nope. But I did have one teacher that I absolutely adored. And she was my, I will say, I was not a teacher's pet, but she was a student's pet. How's that? Most of the kids in school loved her.
Oh, look at that. The red mica kind of stained there a little bit. Sorry, guys. My lungs are still having the stuff inside broke up from that nebulizer, so every little once in a while gets that itch at the back of my throat that says, you better cough. Kind of makes me think about, you know, that whole thing with doctors and men where they got to check the prostate, so they say, turn your head and cough. I am so glad I'm not a man. And now that I've said that, watch, there is such thing as reincarnation, and I just cursed myself. I will be a male whatever something next round. I hope I'm an animal, you know, something vividly pretty colored and deadly. Of course, if you ask my husband, I've been pretty deadly for 29 years. Okay, so these things are coming out pretty well. This one here looks like a block. I can hear Charlie Brown. I got a rock. Wow. Hey, look, it's a jail cell wall. The windows have been blacked out. Or blocked out. Oh no, it's for the zombie apocalypse. We gotta block up those windows. Keep them zombies out. Okay. I know I should be speeding this up, but I'm being a goof today, and I don't care, because I still have the jitters, and it makes me feel goofy. Like, not even Donald Duck goofy. This house here, somebody had a war, and they had it with paint, and so they got paintballed. Paintball! Oh, that's Spaceball, sorry. I think we'll leave that really interesting, hopefully interesting one last. Now I do have a tea light, but I was looking at it, and because of it's a black blood drop candle for Halloween, it won't fit in there. So I'll remove that and set it down there, just like that. Yeah. Now the last ones I poured are shy a little bit here and there on them. So that's alright too. See, this one was in the paint wars too. Ooh, this one even got a little bit of red. Oh, that's just green on the inside of the star. I thought it was something that needed to be pulled out of there. And my eyes, being the way they are, this here looks like it's standing out away from the house. And this does too. So, I don't know, maybe my eyes were meant to be food. Who cares? Huh. Well, let's try this one. I tried so hard to get these colors to marble up, but oh well. They did get some orange and in there, a little bit lighter here and there, but not so great. This one's going to be the hard to do one. And as much as I poured in this, it's still really shy on this side here. Sad. Sad. So I will have to do a lot of sanding on the back of this one. Out. Ta-da! And a lot of poking out of windows. Ooh, that one went through. These are really thick here, so the best I can do is get it started, and then I'll have to get something else to finish knocking it out of there. And I know you guys don't want me to shut up, and let's get this done, right? It's almost lunchtime anywho, so, and I'm starving. Yep, I'll have to take care of that later. Alright, let's see if this house became interesting at all. Yeah, okay, sure. Why not? Sorry, didn't mean to cough again. So that's what that one looks like. Alright. Let's see what this well, let's take the rabbit out. We know the rabbit is just one color. Unless I accidentally got some glitter or something down in there. But I didn't open the glitter yet at that point, so. Oh, cool. It doesn't have all the way throughs, but it does have little interesting areas that shows it's a bike and a rabbit. Okay, which one do we want to see first? The big bike
or what is supposed to be an apple tree. Let's try the apple tree since it's all green and glittery. Oh, well, we got some stupid stuff there. Oh, okay, didn't have to clean but that little part out. And this part had a bubble. And I guess I'm going to have to talk the husband into taking some red paint and paint those little polka dots in there that are apples. Alright, let's go with the psycho cycle. It's a psycho cycle. La, da, da, da. Okay, now, as I can tell, there is a lot of overage around the seat. Trying to get my thumbnail in there without breaking it off. Because it's about that time for that thumbnail to break off and leave me. I can feel that's got something in there. Okay. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to bring you down and we're going to build this, okay? Alright, give me a second, folks. Alright, here we are. Let's get this built up for us to see a little scenery. Oh, sorry. Still got the shakes. Shake, 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 shake. Shake your booty. Shake your booty. And you all will have to forgive me, but each and every time I am going to be coming on here, I will be acting goofy because I am going to experience more of my adulthood, my early adulthood, and my teen years, and because I never got to do a whole lot of stuff. I mean, most of the time I was trying to take care of my younger sister and keep my older sister in check for my mom because she was one of those people who did what she wanted to do whenever she wanted to do it, no matter the consequence. Alright, now I'm going to have him dump this off real fast. Okay. Okay, here we go. Tank, rattle and roll. I'm going to shut up. Alright, so. Whoops. I need to put it where everybody can see it. Whoops. I need to drop everything off to the floor. Alright, now. We have tall buildings. I have no way to glue this on here right now. I mean, I do. There's a bag that's got my glue gun. Can you grab that, please? And we're going to put the tall buildings on the outside here. People won't find it, and you know it's kind of just one of those type of jobs that men get to do because they don't, you know, do it well. Because it's fun for them to pretend. Oh, there's the noon whistle blow. Now I'm doing this where I can't actually see it, so let's try moving this up just a smidge. There we are. Hey, look, there I am again. Hi. Everybody quick, run, it's her. Trying to do this without knocking everything down now. That's a little hard to do, I'm going to say that. I don't think I'm going to get it all in here. But we're going to try just a little. Ooh, we got all those buildings. Okay, we got a tree. We have the big bike. And then we have the bunny. There we are. Now let's see if I can knock everything down. Trying to get this little Yep, there we go. Gotta pull that out, turn it on. Put these back up. All right, what do you think, people? Happy Easter. And may the bunny find your honey for you. All right, love to all. Hippity hoppity, hippity hoppity. Oh, wait a minute. Peace out.